عودة النجم المصري السيد لاشين لفريقه الأمريكي في دوري المحترفين الأمريكي لتنس الطاولة بعد غياب. عودة الأبطال، لاشين يعود بقوة إلى فريقه الأمريكي في دوري تنس الطاولة. استعدوا للشهادة على لحظة تاريخية في عالم تنس الطاولة، حيث يعود النجم المصري اللافت للأنظار السيد لاشين إلى فريقه الأمريكي في دوري المحترفين الأمريكي لتنس الطاولة، وذلك بعد غياب استمر لفترة. يقدم الفيديو لقطات حصرية للحظة عودة لاشين إلى أرض الملعب، حيث يتجدد الحماس والتفاؤل في صفوف الفريق. سيكون هناك تسليط خاص على استعداداته والتحضيرات التي قام بها للمشاركة في المباريات القادمة، بالإضافة إلى لحظات احتفالية مع زملائه في الفريق والجهاز الفني. سيستعرض الفيديو إنجازات لاشين خلال فترة غيابه، مع التركيز على كيف يمكن أن تؤثر عودته على أداء الفريق وتحقيق النجاحات في الموسم الحالي. يتميز الفيديو بمونتاج مثير وموسيقى ملهمة تعزز من حماس المشاهدين للمتابعة القادمة. تعود الحياة إلى ملعب تنس الطاولة بقوة مع عودة هذا النجم، ويعد الفيديو فرصة للجماهير للاحتفال بهذا الحدث الرياضي المهم ومتابعة تألق السيد لاشين مع فريقه الأمريكي.
I think his style really works well because he's going to be hitting a lot of balls, not a lot of long rallies. It's going to be as high as if Macbeth was playing this match. The challenge is going to be the experience of El-Sayed Lasheen. Just countless matches internationally for Egypt, both at World Championships and Olympics. Of course, he's older, but look at the power, stepping around his backhand, bringing the offense. He certainly has played a lot against these hips out hitters during his career. Ibaka really needs to stay up at the table. He can't afford to back off.
Yeah, I mean, decades of experience like Lasheen. He has so much variation.
And he's just getting free points like that. He doesn't have to always work and get his forehand in. Ibaka has to reduce the unforced errors. That's a nice opening after the forehand.
Very aggressive from Nishan. I mean, he's got to take those opportunities.
And those are going to be the tough ones. Once Lasheen is able to really load up that forehand topspin, he can take it in each direction. Ibaka's going to need to be up at the table, and there's a nice two-shot combo by Lasheen.
I mean, the difficulty when you're playing against someone like Lasheen is he just compounds off each shot. It's multiple directions, down the line shots, fades.
It would be like playing a boxer where you're getting body shots and then all of a sudden the only thing he's been challenged with is a little bit with his arm injury. That stopped him from getting a chance to practice. And we asked him earlier what's the best thing about table tennis, and he just said it's his life. He loves to play. When he can't get out there even to practice, it just drives him crazy.
Well, we all know that feeling. Right now, Lasheen's just looking confident, assertive. One of Egypt's finest players, one of Africa's finest players. It's a pleasure to have him here in Major League Table Tennis. He takes game 1, 11-4, and the Bay Area Blasters, they just keep on rolling here in Everett, Washington.
قبل ما نوصل مع حضراتكم المباراة اللي بعد كده ان شاء الله، نتمنى ان تكونوا استمتعتوا بالمباراة اللي فاتت. طبعا نتمنى من حضراتكم ان انتوا تشرفونا وتشتركوا في القناة وتعملوا زر الجرس عشان يصلكم اول باول كل ما ننشره على القناة. وطبعا تشريفكم وتعليقاتكم وارائكم بيساعدنا ان احنا نطور من القناة ونلبي جميع احتياجاتها وجميع احتياجات حضراتكم ورغبتكم. شكرا لكم.
Moving further ahead, 7 points in the lead now. 6 of those coming straight out of this match against the Texas Smash. Nishan Labaka coming out here looking vocal, more confident. He's got to get a good start here in the second game.
It's a good drop shot that just hangs up there enough for Lasheen to get his forehand going. That was
the side.
Yeah, that was a great smash by Labaka, really stepping around so well. Great angle.
So Nishan Labaka pointing down straight away.
As quickly as possible.
Sure, yeah, that was definitely the side.
And that's just
soft on the flick.
Giving Lasheen so many options. Labaka needs to come out quick. Can't afford to spot Lasheen any type of lead. It's not a bad move.
Great wide flick, yeah. Yep. I mean, when you look at the skill set that Nishant has, what does he have to use to be able to play his strengths against someone like Lasheen? Like, how do you set up that flat forehand drive?
He's got to do a much better job of nullifying the serve. He's got to be able to drop it short, low, or push it deep and get some type of softer opening so he has something to work with. But right now, Lasheen, once he turns the corner, he can go in either direction, and Labaka just can't set his feet, line up, get a backswing in. It's so fast. He got it with his hand. But you know what? I'm going to give credit to Nishant. He wasn't sure, so he played the point out.
Look at Sonora, he's in stitches. Lasheen just looked like, why are you hitting the ball at me?
Right. And of course he went to the one spot that he was most vulnerable, right back at the head. Yeah. Nishant has to be able to do something more with the short serve. Can't afford to have direct errors.
Right into the elbow there of Labaka. Lasheen Al-Sayed 7-4 in the lead.
Answering all your equipment questions. Make sure you have what you need. While Al-Sayed Lasheen shows you what he needs with a great forehand opening to go up 8-5 here in game 2.
And Lasheen just putting enough pressure on the forehand side of Nishant that I think we've seen some great step around forehand drives from Nishant, but on the forehand side, he's really just shut him down.
Just positionally, Lasheen knows where to go, knows how to take that piercing forehand smash away from Labaka, where he ends up becoming a blocker.
Yep, across the corner, it's Lasheen Al-Sayed taking the second game, 11-5. Experience such a big factor here in this match. At the third game, we'll see what Nishant Labaka can bring to the table. Right now, Bay Area Blasters, again, moving ahead.
قبل ما نوصل مع حضراتكم المباراة اللي بعد كده ان شاء الله، نتمنى ان تكونوا استمتعتوا بالمباراة اللي فاتت. طبعا نتمنى من حضراتكم ان انتوا تشرفونا وتشتركوا في القناة وتعملوا زر الجرس عشان يصلكم اول باول كل ما ننشره على القناة. وطبعا تشريفكم وتعليقاتكم وارائكم يعني بيساعدنا ان احنا نطور من القناة ونلبي جميع احتياجاتها وجميع احتياجات حضراتكم ورغبتكم. شكرا لكم.
started the weekend with the standings so close together. Only 11 points between the top and the bottom. But
and here's the thing: is if Lasheen wins this sweep, guaranteed a 5-point spot in the golden game. But you
before the last singles has even started.
Right, but you have Ma Jianbao, who's going to add potential points there. So we could look at a potential route if it stays this way for the final singles match. I mean, that could be a 19-2, which the paddlers would love to see happen to keep them within striking distance of the second spot, while the blasters would be going into Wichita with a huge level of confidence. They can bring their top team there.
Right, yeah, I mean, yeah, if they can bring this team again to the last weekend in Kansas.
Well, that's a quality backhand opening by Lasheen, just loading it up. Nothing that Labaka really has to work with.
I spoke to Lasheen this morning, asked him about his travel. He said 30 hours to get here from
Nandan, but every single one of these matches for Lasheen is traveling halfway around the world.
Look at the angles from Lasheen Al-Sayed. Players switch ends. It's 5-2. Lead for Lasheen. As you mentioned, Sean, one more singles match coming up after this one. It's going to be between Ma Jianbao and Hiramitsu Kasahara. Kasahara will desperately need to get some points on the board for the Texas smash. I mean, honestly, just to keep them in this, he needs to sweep 3-0, which is not an easy task against Ma Jianbao, especially not this weekend.
Trying to get off that 2 spot there at 9-2, possibly 10-2. Here's Labaka with some smashes.
Oh, what a point from Lasheen.
How
Had a
great
bit of
is
everything.
that from the backcourt? You could see that he was setting his opponent up. Had to throw a chop in there, but how quick did he get up to the table? And then that final backhand into the body. You can just see the relief after covering the entire court. Oh, and a great, oh, this is too much. Lasheen, the entire blaster bench right now is just smiling ear to ear with the power that Lasheen is displaying. I'm not sure what happened on that last one. He got cyber struck on that one. Caught the edge of the paddle. About 8 of them.
Straight off the serve, 9-3. I mean, Lasheen friend who's currently missing in action this weekend, Evan Lepler. And I think the odds of Bay Area right now, they're definitely going to go in with a 5-0 lead. Teams going into the Golden Game with a 5-0 lead, 93.5%. That's updated across this weekend's matches as well.
They'd like to add a little bit more to that.
Lasheen backing off again. That one's going way out.
I think he's just having fun out there at this point, going into a little bit of lobbing or exhibition mode. But then he normally backs it up with one of those finishing blows.
Ball ends up in the same place in the crowd. Lasheen Al-Sayed, a 3-0 sweep, the experience of one of Africa's most revered players here in MLTT. 11-4, 11-5, 11-5. The Bay Area Blasters guarantee themselves a 5-point lead going into the Golden Game.
قبل ما نوصل مع حضراتكم المباراة اللي بعد كده ان شاء الله، اتمنى ان تكونوا استمتعتوا بالمباراة اللي فاتت. طبعا اتمنى من حضراتكم ان انتوا تشرفونا وتشتركوا في القناة وتعملوا زر الجرس عشان يصلكم اول باول كل ما ننشره على القناة. وطبعا تشريفكم وتعليقاتكم وارائكم يعني بيساعدنا ان احنا نطور من القناة ونلبي جميع احتياجاتها وجميع احتياجات حضراتكم ورغباتكم. شكرا لكم.
Well, we head to courtside with Lasheen Al-Sayed. Pretty impressive and one-sided victory there for you, Lasheen. You must be feeling pretty good out there. You've had a long career and you didn't really seem very fazed about the short pips at all. You've probably played every different style from all different players over the world. What was important for you in that match to make sure that you got the 3 points and you've put Bay Area Blasters now in a position where they'll lead 5-0 in the Golden Game?
You know that the competition in our West Division is very hard, and with 1 point can change everything. So it's very important that I get these 3 points for my team, and I hope that we continue winning, because we win, one lose, and we want to win this also. This match is very important for us.
So you've mentioned your love of the game. How much fun are you having out there when you're chopping from the backcourt and then coming in and making an amazing backhand?
First of all, about the pimples when the match asks, I like to play against pimples, okay? Because for me it's very clean, so I understand the spin, which is very difficult for many players that they cannot understand the spin of pimples, but I can. So that it's like something I enjoy with. Then he's playing good, and his shot is always strong. He don't make slowly one, so it's needing just power, and this is I have that I can play like this. But when I cut or when he's spinning little bit, I feel it's okay. Let's try. I'm old enough to try something new.
Wow, a fantastic result for you, Lasheen, and it's been great to see you playing across the weekend and to see you doing better with the elbow in particular. So we hope to see you, of course, in the Golden Game, and maybe we'll see a few more chops thrown in there during that as well.
Wish us good luck. Thank you.
Well done, Lasheen.
Thank you.
قبل ما نوصل مع حضراتكم المباراة اللي بعد كده إن شاء الله، نتمنى إن تكونوا استمتعتوا بالمباراة اللي فاتت. نتمنى من حضراتكم إن أنتوا تشرفونا وتشتركوا في القناة وتعملوا زر الجرس عشان يصلكم أول بأول كل ما ننشره على القناة. وطبعا تشريفكم وتعليقاتكم وآرائكم يعني بيساعدنا إن إحنا نطور من القناة ونلبي جميع احتياجاتها وجميع احتياجات حضراتكم ورغباتكم. شكرا لكم.
Slight changes there to the lineup. Arjun Bell taking on Lasheen. And Nandan just totally thrown by that.
Lasheen is so good at the angles. He knows where that ball can come back when he adds side spin to his loop. Oh, and that serve, a misread as Nandan splits the first two.
First time less than the original 5-point start, and I spoke too soon. Who knew that was going to happen?
Wow. Again, both teams now with a missed service.
Now Sonura Silver is
We've got a mixed singles match here.
The energetic celebration from the Bay Area Blasters. We can guarantee that nobody will come out of it with a broken finger.
Coming up at 2 o'clock local time, that is 59 minutes from now. And if we have some extra time, let's see, maybe we even have a chance to play on the main table. Don't forget to stop by the merch shop, get your Seattle Spinners shirts, or if you drove up from Portland and you don't have one already, your Portland Paddlers shirts. MLTT.com for everything you need, stats, schedule, player rankings, and all the social media. Subscribe on YouTube to Major League Table Tennis and follow MLTT on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Get some good.
سعدنا بحضراتكم ونرجو أن نكون قد أسعدناكم. شكرا على متابعتكم، ولو حضراتكم وجدتم أن الفيديو يستحق المتابعة والمشاهدة والتعليق والرأي، طبعا هنشرف باشتراك حضراتكم في القناة. اشتراك حضراتكم بيشجعنا ان احنا نكمل ونستمر في المزيد من الفيديوهات الاخرى ان شاء الله. اراء حضراتكم وتعليقاتكم بتهمنا بحيث ان احنا نطور من القناه ونشوف ايه الاوجه اللي احنا ممكن يعني ايه الاوجه اللي ممكن نكمل فيها، او ايه النقط اللي حضراتكم بتشوفوا ان هي ممكن تبقى اضافه كويسه للقناه. اشتراك حضراتكم وتعليقاتكم وارائكم ومتابعتكم بيشجعنا ان احنا نكمل. شكرا لحضراتكم والى اللقاء في فيديوهات اخرى ان شاء الله.